All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for showing up this morning to officially welcome back Kelly Krauskopf as President of Basketball Business Operations.
Something just happened in women's basketball that nobody saw coming. For months, one name has been on every fan's lips, every analyst's lips, every locker room's lips. But while the world argued about points and percentages, the most powerful person in the entire league was quietly building something much bigger behind closed doors. League insiders are still buzzing over Kelly Krauskopf's stunning call involving Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. For decades, the WNBA moved slow. It played it safe. It stayed small. That mindset is officially dead. Kelly Krauskopf made one thing clear. This league is no longer a side project. It's the main event now. And here's the hard part. This isn't just about jersey sales or a marketing push. This is a full rebuild of how the league is run. Veterans who spent years, sometimes their entire careers, laying the foundation for this league, now feel completely pushed aside. To them, it feels personal, feels like a betrayal, but look at the numbers and the picture changes fast. Krauskopf didn't see Caitlin Clark as a passing trend. She saw a billion-dollar engine, and when you're sitting on something that valuable, you protect it at all costs. This wasn't a soft suggestion to league leadership. This was a full-blown shakeup. How games are officiated, how they're marketed, even how teams travel. Krauskopf chose the future over old traditions. And in doing that, she forced every single player to figure out where they now stand. When Clark stepped onto the court as a rookie, everyone expected bumps along the way. Nobody expected what actually happened. Her welcome to the league moments didn't look like rivalry. They looked like targeted aggression, hard shoulders, flagrant fouls that looked more like football hits than basketball plays. Quick pause if you're enjoying this breakdown. Tap that like button and hit subscribe. Believe it or not, most people watching right now still haven't subscribed. It costs nothing, takes 2 seconds, and it genuinely helps this channel keep going. Already subscribed? Perfect. You're the real ones. Now let's get back into it. League executives were suddenly staring at a decision that could shape the next 10 years of the sport. After watching their biggest draw get knocked around game after game, Krauskopf reportedly decided the old let-them-play attitude was hurting business, not helping it. That decision hit veterans hard. Any player who tried to physically punish the rookie phenom was now under the microscope. Locker rooms split right down the middle. Plenty of players felt the rules were being rewritten in real time just to shield one player, but the ratings tell a different story. Clark's games are pulling in 10 times the audience of a normal matchup. The league simply cannot afford to lose its biggest attraction to a suspension or an injury caused by an angry veteran trying to make a point. This new protection changed the entire rhythm of the game. Faster pace, more perimeter shooting, more scoring, plain and simple. Krauskopf has been shaping that exact style of basketball for years, and now it's finally landing on the floor. Then came the moment that really lit the fuse, the all-star selection process. A lot of fans still haven't gotten over it. On the surface, it looked like a basketball decision, ranking her below more experienced players, but insiders quickly pushed back with a very different explanation. Word is league leadership, heavily guided by outside advisors, actually wanted her to sit this one out and stay home. Why would the league want its brightest star missing from the international stage? Simple control and fatigue management. By keeping Clark stateside, the WNBA protected her from burning out before the most profitable stretch of the season, while keeping full control of her image and her time. It was a calculated bet. The league's profits over one player's global spotlight. Fans felt blindsided at first, but commercially it worked. Clark came back rested, fired up, and immediately started smashing viewership records all over again. Speaking of records, let's talk money. That new $2 billion media deal completely rewired the power structure of this league. For years, the WNBA was seen as a league that needed help just to break even. But once the Clark effect hit full force, Krauskopf used those rookie numbers as her biggest bargaining chip against major networks and streaming giants. Here's the uncomfortable part. This deal pushed the league's own internal leadership into a supporting role. Krauskopf took the wheel and made it clear the WNBA is now a core piece of a much bigger media empire. More national broadcasts, higher production value, no more small league energy. And while that means bigger paychecks down the line for players, it also means every technical foul, every controversial post, every locker room disagreement now gets covered like it's LeBron or Steph. The league has stepped into a much brighter, much harsher spotlight. Then there's the travel situation. For years, players were stuck flying commercial. Cramped middle seats, endless security lines, delayed flights, the whole miserable routine. The league always pointed to cost as the excuse, but once safety concerns tied to Clark's massive crowd started making daily headlines, Krauskopf and the board flipped their stance almost overnight, approving tens of millions for charter flights across the league. Smaller market teams got hit hardest. Many weren't financially ready for that kind of jump in overhead. Still, beyond player safety, this move sent a message. The WNBA wants to be seen as a top-tier global brand, even if that means spending money before it's fully earned. Bold move, risky move, but a very Krauskopf move. Then comes the piece stirring the most controversy: rapid expansion. Krauskopf isn't just trying to keep the league alive, she's trying to make it explode. New franchises are landing in Portland, Toronto, and Golden State. That kind of fast growth has plenty of people nervous about talent getting spread too thin. Current players are worried too. Expansion drafts are coming and rosters are about to get picked apart, changing team chemistry overnight. This entire growth spurt is tied directly to riding the Clark wave while it's still Reed. More teams, more markets, more jerseys flying off shelves. The old strategy of slow, steady growth basically vanished the moment Clark's jersey became the best-selling item in all of professional sports. And with the business side moving this fast, players are already nervous about what the next contract negotiations will actually look like. The league's culture has shifted in other ways, too. The WNBA used to sell unity and sisterhood as its identity. Now controversy sells better, and everyone knows it. The manufactured rivalry narrative between Clark and other breakout rookies like Angel Ree has become a major marketing tool. Instead of calming the tension, the league is leaning straight into it, chasing engagement and ticket sales. That shift has caused real friction behind the scenes. Some players feel like they're being cast as the villain just to make Clark's story shine brighter. But the numbers don't lie. Engagement has never been higher. And this risky, conflict-driven strategy is paying off in ways nobody expected even 2 years ago. As all these decisions pile up, the message from the top is loud and clear. The WNBA isn't a development league anymore. The old idea of slowly earning respect has been replaced by cold, hard market value. Krauskopf has essentially forced this league to grow up 10 years in a single season. Yes, there's pain in that process, but the upside is massive, and every choice made around Clark right now is shaping the entire future of the sport. There's no turning back from here. Love this new direction, or miss the old school feel. Either way, today's tough calls are building a league capable of the kind of cultural impact very few sports ever reach. And it all traces back to one decision: protect the asset no matter the cost. The officiating shift alone has sparked outrage in locker rooms. Picture playing a physical hard-nosed style for 10 years, then suddenly being told that just breathing near a rookie is a foul. Krauskopf's direction was blunt: protect the shooter. This wasn't only about Clark, but she was clearly the reason behind it. League officials decided fans don't tune in for wrestling matches. They tune in for deep threes and fast breaks. By tightening the whistle, the league forced a much more offense-friendly style across the board. Coaches built entire careers around tough defense, and now they're being told to abandon it almost instantly. Referees who ignored the new open, high-scoring approach found themselves under heavy scrutiny, while those who embraced it were rewarded with bigger games and better assignments. Naturally, players grew suspicious, feeling like they couldn't even guard the league's biggest star without setting off alarms. But from the league's side, this is progress. A player who can pull up from 30 feet shouldn't be locked in a wrestling match for 40 minutes. They want her free to create highlight plays, the kind that blow up on social media. That's the engine Krauskopf is fueling. Every time Clark hits a big shot, the league's value climbs the cost. Veteran defenders now feel like relics from an older era. Watching the sport shift away from toughness toward pure entertainment value. Leaked internal talk suggests many longtime players see this as a betrayal of everything the league once stood for. grit, physicality, earning your points the hard way. To them, it now feels staged, built around highlighting one individual. But the newer generation doesn't care about the past. They want the show. They want to be part of the moment. And Krauskopf is determined to make that experience as electric and professional as possible. Because of this shift, the league's toughest defenders now play scared. They know one hard foul on Clark won't just draw a whistle. It'll trigger a week of media backlash, painting them as the bad guy. That pressure is part of the strategy. This is soft power in action. Changing the product without technically rewriting the rulebook. It's about creating the belief that the stars are untouchable. Something leagues like the NBA took decades to build. The WNBA is compressing that entire process into a single season. Every team's scouting report is being rewritten right now. Do you still defend physically, or do you just try to outscore your opponent? More and more teams are choosing the second option, and TV partners wanted exactly this kind of high-scoring product. Krauskopf delivered it, and with rising revenue comes a rising salary cap. The very players complaining today could be signing multi-million-dollar contracts within a few years. Right now, though, it's an uncomfortable adjustment. Veterans feel like their identity and playing style are being erased, and the league office hasn't exactly been gentle about it. The message is simple. Get on board with the new vision, or get left behind. The old collaborative relationship between front offices and players has been replaced by fast top-down decision-making. There's a growing belief that the league can't afford to waste this rare window-chasing sentiment over strategy. That's exactly why the choices around Clark caught so many off guard. It marked the end of the WNBA as a small player-driven league, and the beginning of its role as a genuine force in global media. This shift is already rippling outward. International leagues are paying close attention as overseas talent starts eyeing the WNBA as a serious high-profile destination. And through all of this, Clark herself carries an enormous weight. She's not just a player anymore. She's the center of an entire industry. Every league decision involving her gets picked apart for bias, and every move she makes on the court gets analyzed under a microscope. Yet, Krauskopf hasn't wavered. She believes history will judge this era by its growth, not by the bruised feelings of those who came before. Here's the blunt truth. Professional sports are a business first, entertainment second. For the very first time, the WNBA is operating like a serious, high-stakes business, and the results are impossible to ignore. It took one rookie out of Iowa and one commissioner with a sharp, calculated vision to get here. Nobody could have predicted how quickly this future would arrive. Even with all the controversy, the game is faster, the stakes are higher, and the questions keep piling up. How will the league treat the next breakout star? Will they get the same protection and push? Or was this treatment reserved only for Clark? Competing leagues are watching closely as the internal landscape keeps shifting. But one thing is undeniable. The WNBA has stopped chasing the moment. It's now setting the pace for everyone else. The shock has settled now. But make no mistake, the ripple effects are just getting started. What felt impossible to imagine a year ago is quickly becoming the new normal across the league. Teams are adjusting. Players are adjusting. Even fans who resisted this shift at first are slowly coming around because the product on the court is undeniably more exciting than ever before. Today's bold, uncomfortable decisions are already turning into tomorrow's standard playbook. Other leagues are watching closely, taking notes, wondering if the same formula could work for them. 2. The WNBA didn't just adapt to survive. It rewrote its entire identity to grow. And in doing so, it changed the sport forever. There's no version of women's basketball going forward that doesn't carry the fingerprints of this exact moment. And here's the thing, we're still early in this story. The next contract negotiations, the next expansion wave, the next breakout rookie, all of it is going to test whether this new direction can truly hold up long term. One thing is certain, the league that once played it safe is now willing to gamble big. And so far, that gamble keeps paying off. If this breakdown kept you hooked from start to finish, don't scroll away just yet. Smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more fans of the game. Drop a comment below with your honest take. Do you think this new era is good for the league, or is it moving too fast too soon? I read through as many comments as I possibly can. and I'd love to hear where you stand. And if you don't want to miss the next big story shaking up women's basketball, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on because, trust me, this is only the beginning. The next chapter could be even bigger than everything you just watched. Stick around because we are far from done here.